starring Lee Marvin.
Worse than yesterday.
Hey, you can say that again?
Hello, Mr. Ferguson. He looks bad.
He's feeling the heat. Remember last summer?
Oh.
Me, I don't feel too good myself. Today's been terrible.
I don't mind the heat, it's the humidity.
Help! Somebody! Help!
Quick. Bring a doctor. My wife. Catherine. She's gone. Dead. Why did he do it? Why?
I got into the case because Mrs. Ferguson's murder fitted a pattern, a butcher knife. It was the fourth knife murder in a sweltering month and no leads. The homicide detail was in charge, so I worked with them. I began by going to see the woman's husband, who was in the Cook County Hospital.
Mr. Ferguson, this is a police officer. He'd like all the help you can give him.
I want to help.
Well, in your own words, Mr. Ferguson, did you tell me what happened last night?
I left the church about 9:30. Choir practice. I teach the choir. It's my hobby. I'd been feeling ill. By the time I reached the apartment, I was afraid I was going to faint.
The heat.
When I got inside, I found Catherine lying there on the floor. I knew she was dead. I knew she was dead. Then something made me look at the window. That's when I saw it.
You saw what?
A face looking in at me. The murderer. Then he disappeared.
What did the face look like?
I can't remember.
You said he. Does that mean that it was a man?
I don't even remember that. All I know is it was evil.
Mr. Ferguson, do you think that if you saw that face again, that you would recognize it?
I think so.
Well, could you try to remember something about it? Anything that you can tell us would be very helpful.
I wish I could help. I want to help. Catherine's murder. He must be caught and punished. Next week, we would have been married 14 years.
Having drawn a blank with Ferguson, I went back to the other cases in the butcher file. Who were the other three women who had been stabbed to death? All I wanted was a lead. A motive that can explain the 4 killings. Why were the victims women who lived all within a square-mile area?
I told you all I knew at the inquest. We were to be married in September when I got my raise.
Do you know of anybody who might have felt jilted when you two got engaged?
No. She only had schoolgirl crushes. Her history teacher, the minister, some movie star she's never met. Nobody but a madman could have killed her.
You're wasting time on me, Lieutenant. I'm so clean you could wash dishes with me. They held me exactly 24 hours, they'll let me go.
So now you're going to tell me that you're just playing a little game of harmless two-handed pinochle, huh?
I told you, we busted up. Started going to church. I hadn't seen her for a month.
Okay, that's all out.
Little Frida. She was always so shy about going out anywhere. She never had any fun at all. And then, only a month ago, this nice boy in her office got interested and proposed.
Do you know of any other girl that might have been interested in your daughter's fiancé?
Oh, no. No girl would do an awful thing like that.
Later that night, I went back to the precinct house and filled Captain Dean in on what I'd learned. The four women had nothing in common except that they lived within a 2-square-mile area.
And none of them knew each other.
Right. And in each case, they were killed with a butcher knife. It's one man we're looking for.
So you're buying those newspaper stories about the butcher?
You know better than that.
Well, it could be 4 isolated stabbings.
No, my hunch says no. It's just somebody that we haven't hit their motive yet. But psychotic or otherwise, it all spells one man.
Or a woman, Frank.
I doubt it. But until Ferguson's memory clears and he can remember that face he saw in the window, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, keep an open mind, Frank. And don't play any hunches.
Where would you be if you never played hunches?
To see what that room looked like, how the Fergusons lived, the little things that married people share in the privacy of their lives together. The house, the room, the backyard were like 10,000 others. The homicide boys had been over it all with 0 results. I was looking for a miracle. I tried to make the same steps Ferguson took, make the same moves, of a man feeling faint from heat. I used his words.
Help, help. Somebody come quickly.
Hey! Police! Let me go.
All right, start explaining.
You have not the right to frighten me. I have done nothing wrong.
Just a harmless peep in town, huh?
No, no.
Come on, let's get inside.
It is hot.
All right, sit down.
I come in the yard. A bit of air. Then I hear somebody. I think Mr. Ferguson comes home. So I look in the window. I see this strange man there. He grabs me. That is you.
But you always walk in backyards to get fresh air, huh?
No, no, no. I am the janitor. I live in the cellar downstairs.
Oh, what's your name?
Heinrich Ron.
Then you knew Mrs. Ferguson.
Oh, yes. I am a lonely man, and she is friends with me. I like Catherine. Mrs. Ferguson.
You called her Catherine?
Oh, yes, she called me Heinrich. Often we have coffee and cake here. She is alone when her husband goes to the church for singing. Or we talk about many things, about the old country.
She was a very pretty woman.
Yes, yes.
You didn't happen to have coffee and cake in here that night, did you?
Oh, no, no, no. I'm not here. I'm at Oak Street Beach for swimming.
Look, there's nothing to be frightened of if you haven't done anything, but I have to ask questions to get information.
Police are not friends in the old country.
This is not the old country. What I'm driving at is, well, you didn't happen to be looking through the window that night or see anybody run away in the yard?
No, no, I'm at the beach swimming.
What'd you do that for?
Oh, please, I do nothing wrong. You must believe me. I do not want to be mixed up with all this.
So you knew Frida Holzer, huh? The girl that was murdered last week?
No, no, no. How can I explain? I keep the newspaper because I see her mother at my church. Nothing else. It is about somebody I know.
All right, Mr. Ryan, you better take a little ride with me.
What? I am arrested?
No, we're just going to the hospital.
Hospital, why?
I want Mr. Ferguson to take a look at your face. Come on.
Face. It was only a flash. When you ask me about the eyes, the nose, the mouth, how can I remember? I just found my wife.
Well, you could do me a favor now, Mr. Ferguson, if you would.
Anything.
I have a man outside. I want you to take a look at his face. If it means anything to you, we'll talk about it later, but don't talk to him, do you understand? Sergeant, you send Mr. Ron in, please.
Tell him you know me, Mr. Ferguson. Please. You know I'm friends to you and the missus. Would I hurt her? He knows me. Make him talk. Make him talk. How can I kill her? I'm at the beach. The Reverend Mr. Cabot comes there. He sees me. Other church people also.
All right, that'll be all now, sir.
Please tell him that I'm innocent.
Please,
that I have done nothing.
outside with the sergeant here.
I don't understand. That's Heinrich. Heinrich Rahn, our janitor.
Well, does his face mean anything to you?
I don't know. I can't be sure. It never struck me before that Heinrich had an evil look. But that scar.
Was there a scar on the face that you saw in the window?
I'm sorry. I wish I could be more positive.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Ferguson. Don't try to think too hard, but if anything comes to you, don't hesitate to call me, all right? I had to hold the janitor for questioning. It was a long, hard day. We spent it looking for his witnesses, people who saw him at the beach. Results, 0.
That's his story. She's dead and can't deny it. A lonely man falls in love. One night, he tells her how he feels. Catherine Ferguson takes one look at him and tells him to stop talking like a fool. He explodes.
It's an angle, but how do you explain the other 3 women? Well, Ballinger. Oh, yeah, roll him in. The Reverend Mr. Cabot, he's been up in Waukegan all day. Well, hate to bother you like this, Mr. Cabot.
Only too happy to be of service. I think the whole matter can be disposed of very quickly.
Oh, did you see Heinrich Rahn at the Oak Street Beach Monday night?
I did.
What time was that?
Between 9 and 10. He was there with a group of my church people.
Well, you gotta let him go. He can't be at 2 places at once. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Cabot. Yeah, thanks a whole lot. Somehow I wanted to believe the janitor. You can be so wrong about people whose faces aren't made for pinups. Anyway, Ron's alibi sent me back to the Ferguson flat. I had no better luck than the homicide detail. The butcher left no trace. What about the Ferguson's friends? I mean, anybody in particular visit them a lot?
Told you all I know. I don't check the tenants in or out, or their friends.
You see, the Fergusons stayed to themselves a lot. Nobody ever came to visit them, except her sister and Mr. Cabot and his aunt before she moved to Joplin.
Mr. Cabot, the minister?
Yeah, that's right. But he don't come around so much anymore. Oh, I just thought, Carrie.
Carrie?
Yeah, she works at that little second-hand furniture store down the block. Carrie Andrews. She used to come around about twice a week. She don't come around so much anymore.
A friend of Mrs. Ferguson's?
Yeah, and him too.
The little second-hand furniture store down the street.
Mm-hmm. You can't mistake Carrie. A beauty she ain't.
Thanks. Something in the woman's voice bothered me. She didn't like Carrie Andrews. And she said that that woman preferred Ferguson to his wife. This was worth looking into.
Poor Mr. Ferguson. Such a sweet man. He didn't deserve such a thing. I mean, come in and find her like that and all.
A little rougher on Mrs. Ferguson, wouldn't you say?
She had a nice life. After all, she was married to him.
Miss Andrews.
Oh, you can call me Carrie. Everybody does.
Carrie. Well, Carrie, didn't you like Mrs. Ferguson?
Well, sure I liked her. No crime to be more fond of one person than another.
No.
Eddie, Mr. Ferguson, he's a saint. A real saint. And I was down and out. He helped me find this job, and he made me feel important to myself. But she's nice enough, but she wasn't like him. She's like those others.
Those others?
The others that was murdered.
Oh.
They all had somebody. A fella. Well, it says so right here in the paper. You see for yourself. Says...
Kind of catching up in your reading, aren't you?
Just curious. No crime to be curious.
No. Well, I'm just sort of curious about your curiosity about the other woman, especially Mrs. Ferguson.
I guess you want to know where I was that night.
Would you mind telling me?
I was at choir practice. You can ask Mr. Ferguson or Mr. Cabot. Oh, if you ask Mr. Ferguson, would you give him my regards? Tell him I'll be by to see him just as soon as I can.
I certainly will. Mr. Cabot, the minister, he was at that choir practice, huh?
Oh, of course. He's a real fine baritone.
All right, thank you very much, Carrie. Carrie Andrews bothered me. A lovesick woman whose love isn't returned can go off the track. I wanted to know more about her, and about the Reverend Mr. Cabot, who was supposed to have been at the beach the time Mrs. Ferguson died.
If I follow your thinking, Lieutenant, you're way off the beam. Carrie Andrews is a good woman. No matter what her emotions might be, she couldn't hurt a soul.
A woman in love, envious of others who get the breaks.
Aren't you forgetting? She was at choir practice when Catherine was killed.
Oh, that's right. With you.
Yes. I seem to be everybody's alibi.
Mrs. Ferguson died around 9:30 that night. It was at 9:45 when her husband came home and found her. Now, how can you say that Carrie was here with you when you were at the beach?
Quite right. Now, let me see. We started at 8. I left about an hour later. But she always stays to the end.
But you don't know that she stayed to the end that night, after you left.
No, I don't.
What time did you get to the beach and see Heinrich Rahn?
Well, I wasn't concerned about time. Probably 9:30. Earlier, later, I'm not sure.
It's very important. It concerns both Carrie and Heinrich Rahn. You told us that you were at the beach between 9 and 10.
Yes. Catherine's death was a great shock. My wits seemed to have deserted me. Something like Eddie Ferguson's combat fatigue.
Combat fatigue?
During the war, severe case.
They didn't say anything about it at the hospital?
Oh, he never talks about it.
Then you think that maybe he could have imagined he saw that face in the window?
No. If he says he saw the murderer, then he did. Why don't you talk to the Veterans Administration about him?
Yeah, I think I'll do that. All right, thank you, Mr. Cabot. Mr. Cabot, you didn't tell us last night that Frida Holzer was a member of your church.
Why, the matter never came up.
I went to the Veterans Administration for reports on Ferguson's medical history. He had been in Sicily and in Anzio, a war record to be proud of. And I got a small break. His old doctor, former Lieutenant Colonel Lester Bowers, was in private practice in Chicago.
Well, how do I know if his wartime disability could affect his reliability as a witness? I haven't seen him since 1944.
Well, Doctor, what really caused his crack-up?
Single-handed, he wiped out an enemy machine gun nest. 5 men.
And that caused him to break down?
Well, being the sort of person he is, made him psychotic. Brought on an old compulsion neurosis.
Compulsion neurosis?
He had this thing from childhood. It was, in his case, a necessity to do things by groups, patterns. Like how many lampposts did he have to touch on the way to school?
Lampposts?
Yeah, it's a sort of thing we all have to a certain degree, but, well, in Ferguson's case, it was aggravated by additional personality problems. Killing the 5 men forced him to do other things by 5s. However, we did effect a rehabilitation.
Doctor, is it possible that Ferguson could have killed his wife?
Well, if he'd had a relapse, yeah.
What about the other 4 women?
Well, a sick man's guilt at having killed the 5 men could be so great, especially in this type of personality, that he might kill again. Just in order to be caught and punished.
Doctor, Ferguson mentioned something about seeing a face in the window. Do you think it's possible that...
Oh, well, a man as psychotic as this could imagine all sorts of things.
Well, at least if he's had a relapse, he's in a hospital where they can take care of him. Well, all right, thank you very much, Doctor.
You're welcome.
Before putting pressure on people whose stories didn't quite add up, I had to see the Ferguson's flat again, under exact conditions, at night. What had he walked into? Could he see much of the yard in the darkness outside? Ferguson?
Oh, he's been discharged.
He's been what?
He went home about 10 minutes ago.
Why?
Well, we felt that there wasn't any more that we could do for him, and he was okay.
In his condition? I mean, the terrible shock?
He's better. He can rest at home. There's nothing organically wrong.
You mean that weak, stricken man just got up and walked out of here by himself, huh?
No. A woman came. She had a taxi downstairs. Miss Carrie Andrews.
Here we are. Now, you just come in and sit on the sofa and get comfortable. That's the important thing. There. You feel all right?
Thank you, Carrie.
Well, I think I better get some air in here for you. There, now, that's better. Almost a breeze.
You're very thoughtful. It's kind of you to nurse me like this.
It's nothing. You're the one that's kind. You're the kindest person I think I ever... I got something for you, a little present. I sure hope you like it. I made it myself. Well, now, you just wait just a minute.
I'm glad you brought me home. It makes me feel better.
Well, I just knew it would. It always makes you feel so much better to be in your own home. What's the matter?
My head. Sharp pain.
Oh, well, maybe you better go in and lie down a little bit. Here, let me help you.
Please, don't bother her.
No, I know what's best now. You just get a little rest. I think I better call the doctor.
Put down that phone. I'll be all right. There's nothing to worry about. You better go home, Carrie.
What's the matter? You look so strange.
I only need 5. There were 5 before. There must always be 5. You'll be the 5th. You'll be the 5th.
Come on, look in the window. Look in the window now.
No. That face. It killed Catherine. It killed Catherine.
You better sit down. Now that it was over, the air seemed cleaner. It was cool. A man looking for his own face. Well, poor Ferguson was safe now, and so was the city, for a while.